So, remember when I said I wasn't going to do these in my car anymore? How long did that last? Things happened this week, I guess. I really wasn't paying attention. I guess stuff happened, maybe. Something did. I don't know. I'm tired. So, very bare bones weekend. We didn't have any ARCA whatsoever. Trucks are gone for another, what, 2 goddamn weeks? Um, and there's still no F1 or IndyCar. I don't even think there was FE this week either. Some bullshit's what it is. It's the worst part of the year when there's nothing to watch. Thank goodness the XFL exists. I'd just be downright screwed. But anyway, yeah, so what happened in the races? Well, Xfinity happened on Saturday, and I was like, this should be a good race because this is the first time I think in the history of this Busch race at California that there's no leeches. Zero leeches, unless you count JJ fucking Yaley, who shouldn't even fucking be in the series anymore. Go away. Stop existing. Just end. Cease. But yeah, there were no leeches. So that was, it automatically became a 5 out of 10 race from that. And it doesn't hurt that the race was just an absolute clown show. Everyone was wrecking constantly, Because you saw you saw like Briscoe and Allgaier going like 5 wide on the restarts, and then everyone else in the field tries that, and they can't do it, and they wreck every single time. Didn't you notice that? Did you not notice that? Did you not notice how that happened? How the guys in the front didn't die when they went 5 wide into turn 1 in the restart, but everyone else in the field that was all the way back there, they all died. Constantly. Everyone was just dying. Death after death after death in that California race, dude. I don't even know what to say in response. Because that race was an absolute clown show on wheels. That was not a clown show. That was just a circus. An entire circus just taking place on the racetrack. And it was a mess of a race, so Harrison Burton won. That was unexpected. I didn't think he was going to win more than once this season, but he's got plenty of time. Oh, he's got plenty of time. I thought he'd get like a big old hard-fought victory all the way at the end of the season at Richmond or something, but not fucking race 3 of the season. That's unexpected. It's not really unexpected considering he's the only driver at Gibbs worth a shit. Like, even worth half a shit. Like, even worth going to the toilet over. Like, that level. That fucking level. Like, it's just... I don't even know what to say, dude. It was just a mess of a race. Like, fucking Briscoe probably had the best car in the field, but he couldn't stop hitting the wall like a fucking no talent. Like, what the fuck, Briscoe? I thought you were the good driver in the scenario here. And then everyone adding me for the entirety of the first half of the fucking race because a no fucking talent hack of a driver led every lap for the first 2 stages. Oh no, guys, I was definitely concerned. I was super concerned, especially considering the fact that once he got past, it was nowhere near the front for the rest of the race. Man, I was so concerned over that entire run, man. Totally concerned. Totally concerned. But yeah, absolute mess of a race. Not sure what we were expecting. Fucking 3-way battle for the finish. Yep, and we still got people simping. We got people simping for Kyle Busch in my mentions. Whenever I say, wow, would you look at that? The first time in the history of this race that there's no leeches, and it's the best finish in at least 5 years. Man, who could have possibly predicted that taking out leeches would make the racing better? Would make the race more entertaining? Who could have possibly guessed this? Who in their right mind could have possibly predicted such an incredible series of circumstances? An incredible series of circumstances. I don't know. I don't know who could have done that. No one. No one. The answer to that is no one. Cup race happened, and it actually happened on time. It wasn't impacted by rain mostly. First fucking race of the year. Let's go. Yeah, almost. Fucking, what's going to happen is that it's going to downpour in Phoenix again. Because, you know, that's what happens. That's what always happens. NASCAR comes to town and the weatherman starts scratching his head because he's just witnessing these unbelievable weather patterns emerging before his eyes as as more and more haulers enter the state. He just sees coming with them a tidal wave of nonsense. I guess it's fitting considering how the Xfinity race went. Cup Series action. It was just not a good race. I mean, I think California's at the point where Atlanta was, like, back in 2017. Because, I think California is past the point in where the old surface makes the best racing possible. It may be time to bite the bullet on the California repave. Sad to say. It's like one of the tracks with the most character in the entire circuit. Especially, like, if you fucking compare it to Michigan. Fucking Michigan, you know. Ugh. It's just revolting to think about. But, yeah, I think we might be at the point where California is going to need that repave. I mean, I don't want it. I don't want it, but it has to happen, you know. Because we had a string of really good races there from, like, what, 2011 to 2016. That's a long time. That's a pretty good period of being a good track, from 2011 all the way to 2016. I don't even think 2016 race was that great. It was definitely better than any race that's come after it, obviously, but still, folks, ain't that how it just goes down sometimes? Ain't that just how it be? Blaney, fucking please stop dying every race. He should easily have 3 wins on the season, and yet here we are. Here we fucking are. He's the points leader despite having 1 top 10. Oh, fucking. Like, literally, Blaney has not changed. He is still being propped up by the stage points. Like, I don't even want to think about what the championship would look like if it was the old system for Blaney. He'd probably be in fucking 20th. But yeah. I think we can easily say that Todd Gordon is the best crew chief at Penske. Paul Wolfe he's been replaced. He's been supplanted. I think Keselowski was the one dragging Paul Wolfe to success. I'm gonna have to wait and see if Paul Wolfe is gonna recover over the course of the season. But it's clear, like, Todd Gordon is the best crew chief. He's got to play to be the best crew chief in the entire Cup Series garage now that Cole's gone. Like, he and Rodney Childers are like the primo crew chiefs right now. They are the top tier. And Blaney's season should be evidence of that, because Blaney has had a race-winning car in all 3 races of the season so far. We're going to Phoenix next. Blaney led laps at Phoenix last year. He kind of sucks at Phoenix, but we'll see if Blaney's up there and he leads a bunch of laps like he has at every race so far this season. Blaney is, well, not only is he a championship contender, but it's Todd Gordon. Todd Gordon is the one pulling his weight right now. Like, it's pretty clear to me that Todd Gordon and Ryan Blaney could be a formidable force for the foreseeable future, which is good, because it's obvious that Penske is trying to put their long-term success into the hands of Blaney. Especially considering the fact that Tim Cindric's son is going to sit in the Cup Series and do nothing for the next 20 years, starting next year when he moves to the 2 after Keselowski gets kicked out. Moving on to a different subject in the Cup race, Bowman. Alex Bowman just randomly dominated this race. We haven't seen someone like this random dominate a race in how long? Fucking Martinsville 2018, like, for God's sake. It's been so long since I've seen someone just sheer out of the blue just dominate a race that isn't like Busch or Truex, you know? Just lead a bunch of laps. Like, what? This is odd, all things considered. Just Bowman randomly dominating to get his second career. This is so out of the ordinary. I don't even know what to say in response. Like, it's just so random. It doesn't feel real. I feel like I'm going to wake up after hitting myself over the head because of booking.com, I'm probably going to wake up in a hospital in like 20 minutes, and realize that this has all just been a fever dream, because when is Bowman just dominating these races? I don't know. But that's fine. I'm not complaining. This is how last week should have fucking gone. But, Bowman or Blaney should have multiple wins on the season at this point. But of course they don't. Yeah. Am I going to run out of battery here? I can't see because of... Oh, there it is. 27%. Oh, that's not even that bad. That's not even that bad. I'm tired. I don't know what else to say. I'm tired. Anything else happened in this race? Nothing really happened in this race. The restarts were, entertaining as much as, just a fabricated product can do. Like how the field got extremely strung out and Bowman basically won by the same amount that Truex did in 2018. Like, what was that about being, what was that about the package making the cars be closer? What was that? I can't, because it's just going to be the same. It's just, I'd rather have a race with the old package that's boring as shit, but at least it's just actual fucking legitimate racing and not just flat footing like a clown show on wheels like it has been, I'd rather have a boring race where, people with actual, talent get to show that talent, as opposed to this race where it's the same as the 2018 package, except for like 10 laps after a restart. It's kind of exciting. Things kind of happen, occasionally now and then. But yeah, so if every race this season comes down to Bowman or Blaney, you know what? I'm not even going to be mad. That would be an ideal season, actually. But it won't. Phoenix would probably just be, I was really thinking that maybe this year would be the year that Kyle Busch is finally put back into his place, and he does not win 17 times in the Cup Series. He can win 17 times in the fucking series where there's just a complete absence of talent, such as Xfinity, or in the Truck Series where he has literally the best team in the field and the best crew chief, granted on a different team, on a different car on that team. But you know what I'm trying to say. But then he finished second today, and it's like, fine, fuck it. I guess going 1 year without Busch winning every fucking week is way too much to ask for. 1 year. 1 year is all I want. One main. So, yeah. I think that's a pretty decent video. Not much happened today. Yesterday was the real show. Unsurprisingly, I was right again. Breaking news. Late breaking news, folks. I was right again. Who could imagine it? Who could have predicted this? But yeah. So this is a video. I'm gonna go wallow in my self-pity for another week till we get to go to Phoenix, where nothing will happen again, probably. Hopefully Annette doesn't suck in that race. He was decent there last year, so we'll see. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. This has been a video. Fuckbooking.com. Bye.